Now, before you watch this video, I want to clarify. If you need braces and haven't gotten them yet, don't let me scare you into not having them. Sure, they suck sometimes, but they're only really bad for the first week or so, and then you're good. In my case, was uniquely bad. All good? Alright. Before you can get braces, you need to get your jaw and teeth looked at, obviously. So I went in and did that, and... Alright, so I'm gonna pull up your images here, and... Oh! What? Well, I'll be honest with you. You're kind of screwed. So normally with braces, they've got to straighten your teeth, maybe fix an under or overbite, but my jaw was all messed up. Like, the work done on me literally changed how I breathe, kinds of messed up. I had a severe overbite, my mouth wasn't wide enough for my teeth, my tongue wasn't right, just a bunch of stuff. So to fix all this, I had two options. A, have braces, and unbeknownst to me, other orthodontic crap, for a little over 2 years. Or, B, get oral surgery and never be able to get an MRI again because there'd be 2 pieces of metal in my head for the rest of time. Is there a secret third option? Well, thanks for your time, but I think we'll be on our way. No, obviously I picked option A if you couldn't have guessed by the video's subject, and a while later we came in and I got those little pieces of metal tacked onto my teeth, along with a metal contraption just below the roof of my mouth. Remember how I said my mouth was too small? Well, to fix that, they put an expander just below the roof of my mouth that pushed on my molars in the sides of the roof. I had to tighten it every night, and as you can imagine, it made eating a nightmare. I had to relearn not only how to eat without getting food stuck up there, but how to swallow and how to talk. I remember sometimes I would literally just rage quit eating. And as a side effect, I ended up with a massive gap in my middle top teeth, which was interesting. But after a few months, I got that thing off my teeth and out of my mouth. Yes! Finally, I got that piece of garbage out of my mouth and I can just have braces and, we're gonna need to put screws in your mouth. Huh? You ever heard of TADs? Because I hadn't. TAD stands for Temporary Anchorage Device. And that's just the fancy name for putting screws into your gums to pull your teeth back. Seriously, I thought this would have been phased out in the 1800s, but I guess not. It's fine though. They had stuff to numb my gums, so I just felt pressure and no pain. At first. See, I got TADs in twice. The first time, everything was fine. It all went according to plan, but at some point I noticed one of them was a little looser than the other and they were starting to be at an angle. So I went back in, and the second time... How bad is the pain? I'd rather get shot! That's a real thing I said, because the second time I got TADs, they put the left one in the wrong spot like 2 or 3 times before getting it right. And then as I was on my way home, the stuff they put in my mouth to numb it wore off. So I just suffered for a few hours before it stopped hurting. I only had the TADs for a few weeks, not nearly as long as I had the expander. But you can probably tell I have a disdain for them now. After the TADs, I had to wear bands. And after all that other crap, Alex might not have done a good job wearing his bands, but I wore mine religiously. There's not much to be said about them. Bands weren't too bad. You just gotta put them in and take them out whenever you gotta, and you're good. I wore bands for a few months before I was able to get my braces off. But in the end, I think it was all worth it. Because it not only made my teeth straighter and fixed many oral issues I had, but it gave me a good story to tell. It also changed the way I breathe, which was interesting. Yeah, I wasn't joking about that earlier, that happened. So if you're gonna get braces, don't worry, because you're either gonna be fine, or you're gonna end up with a good story to make a YouTube video about. And who doesn't love that?